comments?
Yeah, obviously, hard-fought win. It was a good Saginaw team. Gosh, awfully proud of our guys on offense. Got no Bryce. We lost Jack, and then Buck just couldn't go tonight. He was close. Tried to warm up, but couldn't go. And so knew it was going to be Tariq and Jonte, two redshirt freshmen. I mean, pretty amazing. Tariq had one carry heading into this game, and so like I told for him individually, I just told guys in the locker room that a lot of times you're going to get opportunities in life, and are you prepared for them? And Tariq has practiced extremely hard in fall camp. He's done a great job throughout the course of these first 4 weeks being ready for this moment. And obviously, our O-line tight ends did a good job being physical. We have continued to develop up front, and we were short David Anderson tonight, and we obviously had some costly turnovers that we have to get fixed at some point in time. But glad that we got done offensively. Defensively, held them to 50 yards in the first half, and struggled getting the stops, especially when they started throwing the ball. And we've obviously got to try to do a little bit because that wasn't necessarily a Grand Valley defense, but. For the first few games, our offense has struggled at times. Our defense continued to bail them out. So we'll talk a little bit about this being a brotherhood. I thought tonight that our offense helped our defense out and kind of bailed our defense out. And we did enough good things on special teams to help both those sides of the ball. But that was one of those deals. We had some adversity last week against Ashland. We had some adversity with injuries on this roster, no excuses, and we got to step up and go. And I thought our guys really attacked things. Obviously, getting off to a fast start was really critical. And then we let them drive down there, and we call it cover zero blitz, and we get the guys stopped in the backfield, and they just didn't have enough time to get back on the ball because they used their timeouts earlier. So we're finding every which way to win these games, and we got to get back here on tape and continue to try to improve because I know our best is still in front of us.
Tariq, I know you probably didn't know how many yards you had, but did you have a feel for that you were building up that many?
Not exactly. I was just in the moment trying to execute for the team, and the O-line did a great job of blocking up front, and they created a lot of holes, so we had a lot of explosive plays.
Was there a point, Tariq, where you felt comfortable?
Yeah, I just felt like from the first snap, it was just like we play football every day, so this is what we do.
Matt, can you talk a little bit about expectations? When you do have freshmen in there, Tariq has a nice pedigree from high school, but
Yeah.
you don't know what you're getting into.
Yeah, I think the thing that probably biggest deal with him is, man, ever since we came back from summer workouts into fall camp, I mean, he just showed up every single day in practice and got better. And he had a few guys that had earned the right to be in front of him, but he kept running hard. And I think we had a couple backs nicked up here in their camp, and I think that allowed us as a coaching staff to develop a lot of trust in Tariq. We felt it was good. It just early on in the season, being a redshirt freshman, you got Bryce, when you got Jack, and Buck was playing well. We were just kind of going with those guys. It's really hard, to play that many tailbacks. But Tariq was doing well. I was using him on special teams, and, he was earning the right to play. I think that if you watch him run the ball, he's got great feel for the game. He's a very good football player, and that's what we recruited out of high school. I think the thing he's done, he's put a lot of work over the course of summer. He's improved himself as an athlete. He's gotten faster, and he's done a good job. So tremendous amount of, he'd earned that trust. And we kind of knew we were going to have to lean on him probably this week, too, Pete. So he got a lot of reps Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Isaiah, this defense started off very strong with 4 sacks in that first quarter. And like Coach said, holding them to 50 yards in that first half. What changed in the second half? How do you guys need to be better about continuing that elite play through all 4 quarters?
I mean, obviously the Saginaw has a chance to come in here, make a couple changes and stuff to our defense, and we're going to run what's working. So, I mean, they come out, they bust a couple runs and stuff like that. So we make some changes, and then they hit a couple in the pass game, but that's just football.
Given what happened last week, how do you guys feel knowing that there was another game that was coming down to the last seconds?
I mean, personally, I'll let these two guys speak. I wasn't even really thinking about it, it was a tight game. That's kind of how we're living right now. I'm not saying it's great. We got to continue to get better, but I would at least say, Pete, that we've been in these moments before, so we didn't really flinch. There's a positive with Delta State game, the Michigan Tech game, and the Ashland game. We've been in some of these moments, so our guys don't flinch. And as a coaching staff, there's some things you look back, you probably could have done better in all those, but our kids never flinched. I give them a lot of credit for that.
Isaiah, can you talk about the defense on that last series to finish off the game?
I mean, basically we just wanted to get a stop, you know, a sack or a pick. That would have really ended the game for him. But, you know, it got down to the goal line, but to us, you know, that's better than a Hail Mary, better than taking a chance. But you look at the tape, like, our D-line got a good push. There was no movement up front, and really wasn't anywhere for the ball to go. It was an easy fit, but, like, that's not anything that I did well. That's really on D-line, you know, Johnny Williams, James Bride, all of them.
Tariq, what was the best game that you ever had in high school? Do you know?
Seems like it was so long ago, but I don't really remember a specific one right now.
Nothing close to this?
Nah, nothing close to this.
How about when you look at, you know, the start of the year, and you have 3 really good running backs ahead of you? What were your expectations before tonight?
Just to contribute to the team any way I can, especially on special teams, and to like help out the other guys by just practicing hard, competing within our room.
Did you see a lot of carries in your future this year?
Not exactly, but I just knew that I was going to do whatever was called upon me.
What are you going to do with this, Matt? Now you got all kinds of-
Well, you know, here, you know, in our building, like, you know, Tuesday's a new day. You know, Wednesday's a new day, Thursday's a new day. You're in the right to play here. You're in the right to play. So I'll go back and watch the tape, but definitely, you know, and he didn't do it by himself, but, you know, he had good performance, and so we'll take that in consideration. He's building a resume here, and we'll take a look at the big picture in terms of our health, and we'll go out and practice Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and see who earns the right to play. I mean, we've got some other kids, you know, like there's an interior D lineman, probably didn't even show up on the stat sheet, redshirt freshman, Zach McDowell from Fort Wayne, Indiana, that didn't play much first few weeks. Because of his practice performance, he's earned the right to play. And, you know, we're going to stick with that. Like, we still got a lot of work to do, and guys got to know they got to earn it. So we'll come in and earn it Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And we got to get better before we get up to Northern Michigan. So there'll be a lot of growth. There's a lot of growth. I'm glad that at least we're 5-1 and we're growing, because this is a young football team. We're starting 3 redshirt freshmen up front on the line, and we had a redshirt freshman tailback tonight that led the way.
Do you have an idea on, like, Kane Beasley? I mean, how?
I mean, it was just a muscular thing that was, you know, he wasn't feeling great at all this week. It was based on Saturday's game. You know, he carried a load against Ashland, and it was a physical defense, and so it was a lower body muscular thing, and just wasn't at a point where he was 100% tonight. And so I'm optimistic, but I'm not a medical professional either. So I take whatever the trainers tell me on a day-to-day basis, just being real with you.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, but one last one on that.
Yeah.
When did you know that you were going to have to go?
I think we had we knew Tariq was going to play a lot, probably on like Tuesday, because Jack had an injury at that point in time. So it was that maybe Buck Rico, what was happening then, you know, pregame meal today, I asked Buck, you know, like, how you feeling? And he said, I don't feel great, you know, and so I just thought to myself, well, this is probably going to be the Tariq Reed and, you know, Jonte Crawford show, you know, just because of the way the body language and Buck's response was. And then Buck tried to warm up. We tried to see how, you know, adrenaline and some things get going, but he didn't feel great. And we still had him as an emergency role. And when Rico went down with the ankle injury, we told Buck, start sprinting, doing something, because we got one tailback. And but then he came back in even after the ankle injury played. So I knew for sure pregame meal about 3 o'clock that it just, you know, you tell around athletes, Buck wasn't feeling very confident.